How is it going, Apple Music and all the listeners? This is Mark, and welcome to the very first episode of On Your Mark Radio on Apple Music.
Apa kabar Apple Music dan semua pendengar? Ini Mark dan selamat datang di episode pertama On Your Mark Radio di Apple Music.
And to kick it all off on this episode, I want to give you all a chance to get know me, Mark, and my new album, The First Fruit, a little better along the way. I will be sharing how my album is section some personal stories and my honest talk as a solo artist.
Untuk mengawali episode ini, saya ingin memberi kesempatan kepada kalian semua untuk mengenal saya, Mark, dan album baru saya, The First Fruit, lebih baik lagi. Sepanjang jalan, saya akan berbagi bagaimana album saya disusun, beberapa cerita pribadi, dan pemikiran jujur saya sebagai artis solo.
So, Toronto is the city I was born, and I live in Toronto since I was like 7 years old.
Jadi, Toronto adalah kota tempat saya dilahirkan. Saya tinggal di Toronto sejak usia 7 tahun.
It is the start, the origin of Mark Lee.
Ini adalah awal mula, asal-usul Mark Lee.
And so, it is hold that significance for sure.
Jadi kota ini memiliki arti penting bagi saya.
Moving on to New York from Toronto, I moved to the New York when I was around my second grade of elementary school. I spent all my elementary years and a little of junior high in New York.
Saya pindah ke New York saat kelas 2 SD. Saya menghabiskan masa sekolah dasar dan sedikit masa SMP di New York.
My first time living in America, my 5th grade teacher, she influenced me in a way that really told me that you seem to have a gift in writing. And I remember that conversation with my 5th grade teacher, and that really helped me in my writing craft. And she was the one who actually gave me the opportunity to write a speech for my 5th grade graduation. And so that was in 2010, and I remember that speech was kind of turning point in my life, because I was not really someone who would kind of stand out or go out in front of a crowd and speak in front of a crowd, but to put my writing and my voice into that speech during my graduation, it kind of moved and allowed me to grow as a person.
Saat pertama kali tinggal di Amerika, guru kelas 5 saya mempengaruhi saya dengan mengatakan bahwa saya sepertinya punya bakat dalam menulis. Dia memberi saya kesempatan menulis pidato kelulusan kelas 5 di tahun 2010. Pidato itu adalah titik balik hidup saya karena saya bukan orang yang suka berdiri di depan kerumunan. Namun menuangkan tulisan dan suara saya ke dalam pidato itu membuat saya tumbuh sebagai pribadi.
The third place is Vancouver compared to Toronto and New York. I think I lived the last amount of years in Vancouver, but the memory is the most clear, and I finished my middle school years in Vancouver.
Dibandingkan Toronto dan New York, saya rasa saya tinggal paling sebentar di Vancouver, tapi ingatannya paling jelas dan nyata. Saya menyelesaikan masa SMP di sana.
My school teacher told me that on my report card saying, "Oh, Mark is a gifted writer." And I was like, "Oh, alright, I think I have it in me." I really started to kind of like write my own novels and stuff like on my computer.
Guru saya menulis di rapor bahwa Mark adalah penulis yang berbakat. Saya mulai menulis novel sendiri di komputer.
And all these teachers kind of really encourage me in my writing a lot. So I'm grateful towards them.
Semua guru ini sangat mendorong saya dalam menulis, jadi saya berterima kasih kepada mereka.
I think it was at the Best Western Hotel as an audition. They came for a global audition. I took it and so I flew to Seoul.
Saya rasa di Best Western Hotel ada audisi Global SM. Saya mengikutinya, terbang ke Seoul.
This is the city where my musical journey really began.
Ini adalah kota di mana perjalanan musik saya benar-benar dimulai.
I think as a person, I got to establish myself the most in Seoul. Seoul is also a very, very important city for me and how I become who am I.
Saya merasa sebagai pribadi, saya paling bisa menetapkan diri di Seoul. Seoul adalah kota yang sangat penting bagi saya dan bagaimana saya menjadi diri saya yang sekarang.
Today, now with all these cities that I have mentioned, you will be able to tell how my albums illustrates who I am in chronological order. As an artist,
dengan semua kota yang saya sebutkan, kalian bisa melihat bagaimana album saya menggambarkan siapa saya dalam urutan kronologis.
Now, this is my 7 years since debut and as the album being my first ever solo album. I think if I were a tree, this is the first fruit that I'm bearing. Just naming the first fruit felt very complete, and it felt like it was the perfect explanation of what is album is, because it kind of sums up all the experiences that I have kind of experienced over the years in my life.
Sekarang adalah tahun ke-10 sejak saya debut, karena ini album solo pertama saya. Jika saya adalah sebuah pohon, ini adalah buah pertama yang saya hasilkan. Menemaninya, The First Fruit terasa sangat lengkap dan penjelasan yang sempurna, karena ini merangkum semua pengalaman yang saya lalui selama bertahun-tahun dalam hidup saya.
To some of the question I hear the most are how it is feel to have a full album as soloist.
Oke, pertanyaan yang paling sering saya dengar adalah bagaimana rasanya memiliki album penuh sebagai soloist.
I feel very, very honored first and foremost to be able to you. No, after nearly decide being an NCT members to really release a solo album with just my voice, with just my ideas and just based on me, and to make an album become so personal to in way, and to know that my fans have been waiting for so long. Like, it's my honor to be able to release this. It's kind of like my child, like I'm proud to be a parent of this album.
Saya merasa sangat terhormat setelah hampir 1 dekade menjadi anggota NCT, akhirnya bisa merilis album solo dengan suara saya sendiri, ide saya sendiri, dan berdasarkan diri saya sendiri. Ini seperti anak saya bangga menjadi orang tua dari album ini.
Another question is how it differs from creating music with a group. This is just so hard to explain because there are so many things to talk about. I realized that just me as a solo artist, Being in the centers of this entire album alone, it puts the depth of my interest and of my energy to a different level. But for sure they both kind of push you in different ways.
Oke, sekarang perbedaan dengan grup sulit dijelaskan karena ada banyak hal. Saya sadar bahwa sebagai sololis, berada di pusat album ini sendirian membawa kedalaman minat dan energi saya ke tingkat yang berbeda.
To kind of grow as an artist either way, I think I have always kind of focus on that. I don't kind of repeat myself when it comes to genre. I always kind of wish to do some things that's different, and I realize that I kind of have the capability of being very diverse and versatile, and so I think I kind of put that as my genre. And so if you see the album too, I don't think a single so kind of overlaps genre with my another song.
Saya tidak ingin mengulang diri sendiri dalam hal genre. Saya selalu ingin melakukan sesuatu yang berbeda. Saya sadar saya punya kemampuan untuk menjadi sangat beragam dan serba bisa. Saya tidak rasa ada satu lagu pun yang genre-nya tumpang tindih dengan lagu lain.
And for this album especially, I think I have been the most personal ever. So when it comes to writing the lyrics, I think I really kind of develop my own way of writing during this music process for this album. And during that process, I realized how important it is to be personal and to be honest and transparent in your lyrics. And that kind of makes it more creative. I have loved sharing so many stories with you, but I'm afraid my time has come to end. But don't worry, I will be back with another episode of On Your Mark Radio to share even more with all of you.
Untuk album ini, saya menjadi yang paling personal dari sebelumnya. Saya mengembangkan cara menulis saya sendiri dan menyadari betapa pentingnya untuk jujur dan transparan dalam lirik agar lebih kreatif. Saya senang berbagi cerita dengan kalian. Sampai jumpa di episode berikutnya.